Welcome to Pinball Mayhem. My name's Jeremy, and I've got a problem. Elvis has a sticky plunger. This kind of plunger. So, what's the problem? I put a new plunger rod on it because the old one was crap, and I wanted one with a nice red end on it, and what the heck? Worked great for a little while, and then it got all sticky again, and I did not put any lubrication on that. So, stay tuned. We're going to do a deep dive into this, show you how to take it apart, and show you one way to clean it. Alright, so the first thing is, of course, remove it from the game. There are 3 Phillips screws when you look on the inside of the game. This plate right here is on the inside of the game. There are 3 screws that hold it in. Pull those out, and the plunger will come out the front without any issues. So, now that we got our plunger, what do we do with it? Alright, so first, take the plunger tip off here. Come on. Pop. Alright, and what we got on this one is like an E-clip or a Jesus clip or a whole bunch of other slang terms. What you do is you pull down on the spring and the washer, and the clip is exposed there, and you very carefully either use some special pliers to take it off, or use a screwdriver and you put a finger on the other side of the clip so it doesn't go flying across the room and get lost. Let's see if we can do this here while I'm standing behind the camera. Okay, so here is the clip. Move my light a little bit here. Now I'm very carefully holding this spring here. So we got the washer. Got a replacement spring in this case, orange one. And then there's another washer. And then this pulls apart. You see how yucky this is. It should be all nice and shiny, and it's not. We got another washer on the bottom here. And this is the barrel spring. This gets replaced quite often, or should be replaced quite often, because they get yucky from your hands and they break and all kinds of stuff. So this is pretty straightforward to clean. But the problem is, somebody lubricated it at one time, and there is lubricant soaked into these bushings. So what I'm going to do is hopefully remove the bushings carefully and put them in the ultrasonic cleaner, and with luck, get the lubricant out. Otherwise, we'll have to replace the bushings or buy a whole new housing, which I really don't want to do because it's kind of a waste. This is nothing wrong with this housing except for the bushings. So let me see if I can find something appropriate here, and we'll get these bushings out. Okay.
Looking for something?
Yes, I am looking for something. And I found something. Now the goal when getting these bushings out of here is not to damage them. The actual bushing is probably about 3/8 of an inch deep, so it's not too difficult. So I'm going to go in here with the punch and try to catch the edge of it and tap around the outside of it. I may need a different punch though. I don't want to use a screwdriver if I can avoid it. Let's see what we got going on here. It ain't working. But it ended up being a screwdriver. Okay. So I'm going to very carefully try tapping on this, and I'll move the tap around or move my screwdriver around in different spots, so I will hopefully not damage one part of it. Okay, we'll try again. Alright, got out the bushings. Here's what they look like. And all it took was just a little better tool than a screwdriver. Just a punch here, not a tapered one, just kind of a almost like a pin punch. I was able to reach in there and knock them out. Didn't take too much force at all. So yeah, as you can see, these are really gross. So I'm gonna soak these bushings in my ultrasonic degreasing solution. And the reason I didn't want to soak the whole thing, because the solution I've got is pretty active, and it'll probably chew up some of this paint. I should have been a little more careful on the vise. I got a little ding in the paint here, but oh well. Adds to the story of the pinball machine. And I'll just wipe out the inside of this with a paper towel or rag or brush or something and some rubbing alcohol, and we'll get that clean. So, and of course, same thing goes with this. That'll clean up really good. Okay, got the bushings all cleaned up, and they look really good. I ran them a few cycles in the ultrasonic cleaner with my special cleaning solution that I buy from a clock company. It's made for brass, and it's a degreaser, so it works great. And I used a small file on the edge where I was hitting it with the screwdriver and with the punch just to clean it up. And this, of course, cleaned up really nice with the just a little bit of rubbing alcohol, and this works great. And I cleaned out the inside of this, and I wanted to show you a special tool I use for that. It's called a pipe brush. And a few years ago, I bought a pack of these at Harbor Freight, and it's just been really indispensable. I've ruined some and just got a few big ones left, but they are really nice for this kind of job. So we'll assemble it back together with no lubrication at all, and we'll see how it works. Alright, got it back together. And right now, it's working great. So we'll put her in the game, and we'll see how long it works great. So, yeah, if it acts up again, I'll pull those bushings out, and I'll hit them again with the ultrasonic cleaner. But this should be great. Okay, little update. Plunger is working great, and everything is working really good with it. I had one problem though, and that was the ball alignment. And it's kind of been a problem on this machine, but I decided to address it today. With the playfield in the correct position and the shooter housing all the way down in the cabinet, the rod was hitting the ball near the top of the ball. So it wasn't hitting it square in the center. So what I did is I made a shim for the bottom just to kind of tip that a little bit, and it works great now. Let's get a ball out and we'll show you. Before I was only getting maybe 50% where it'd go all the way and up and around. But now she's working really good. Alright, thanks for watching. Welcome to Pimp Mart. Let's see, manual focus I think is in order for today. Oh, we're in manual focus. Sweet. That's better. Cool.